Hey scholars, Miss H here. Guess what? It's time to talk about functional texts. Functional text is exactly what it sounds like it is. It helps you function in everyday life. So it's used for everyday information. It literally is real world reading that helps you to make decisions. It's very useful in figuring out what to do. What's the next step to take? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? How are you going to get there? So many things that we do in our daily life revolve around functional text. All right, so let's talk about a few of those. What about restaurant or fast food menus? Movie listings? Advertisements? Directions? Lists? Bus schedules? Even your class schedule. It's all functional text. It all helps you function. It all helps you to make decisions, to be where you're supposed to be able to do the things that you want to do. That's what it's all about. It's not that hard. But it seems kind of tricky because it's got this big word functional in front of the text. Don't let that worry you. It's not that difficult. I promise. Really, I promise. So, another thing that you want to know about functional text is that often you're going to see headings, bold lettering, captions, italicizing, things like that. And these kind of texts are things that we often skim through. For instance, if you are looking for a movie and you want to see a comedy, you're going to be rolling through your little list looking for where it says comedy, right? Okay, if you go out to eat and you know that you want breakfast, you skim the menu to find the breakfast items. If you want a burger, you go over and look where the burgers and the sandwiches are. Those are functional texts. Those are the things that we are going to be talking about in your lesson, where you're going to be trying to figure out what's going on with the functional text. So here are some things that I need you to be thinking about as you are reading these functional text-based documents, okay? I want you to ask yourself, what is the purpose of the text? Why am I reading it? What am I supposed to get out of it? Who wrote it? Does the person who wrote it have a bias? Like, if you're trying to figure out, for instance, out of a list of the best new games that are out on the market, who wrote that list? Is it the company that maybe made the games and maybe didn't make some of the other games, but the games at the top of the list are games that were made by that company? Well, then they're probably biased. Maybe their games aren't really better than the ones down below, but we don't know. If that bias exists, it could very well be that that is the case, okay? So the next thing I want you to think about is, who would read it? What is the text for? Who is it meant for? Who is this piece of text talking to? And why would this person read it? Okay? For instance, let's think about maybe, I don't know, let's see. Let's think about an advertisement. That's a good one. An advertisement, okay? If an advertisement is targeting a certain market, they want teenagers to buy their product, they're going to gear their advertisement towards things that will attract teenagers. If they want moms to buy it, they're going to talk in mom speak, okay? They're going to make it to where it sounds like something that the people that they want to have reading it, the people that they want to buy their product, are going to be enticed and interested in it. They're going to want to go through and buy the product, all right? Another thing is, how is the text useful? What does it help a person to do? So think about directions, whether it's even directions for putting something together. What does this document do? What is its purpose? Okay? What is the main idea of this document? What can you, after you read it, what is your biggest takeaway? What can you get from it? And finally, when you're thinking about functional text, you might be getting a little bit confused and thinking, is it functional or is it procedural? Well, they're similar. Procedural texts are in another video, and you're going to want to watch that one too, because these things often work together, okay? All right, I hope that this helped you, and please let me know if you have any questions. Let's go!